This episode is gonna piss people off, maybe more so than any other in history. Entertainment needs to stop delaying itself every time there's a mass shooting, which happens so often that some content is literally just never gonna get made ever. Oh, we withheld this segment on guns out of respect. We delayed this violent sketch out of respect for the recent tragedy. Stop respecting tragedies. What did they do? Kill a bunch of people? That doesn't sound very respectable to me. No, but like we're respecting the victims. Alright, stop doing that shit too. McDonald's doesn't close its doors every time someone dies of a heart attack. The world keeps spinning and other people still want to watch their regularly scheduled programming intact. I'm over it. I'm over tragedies. I'm over shootings. For years I've been like, yeah, that's sad, and mildly, oh no, the state of the world. But it's just redundant now. We're not doing anything to prevent them. We didn't do anything. We never do anything, and they happen repeatedly under the slightest differences of circumstances over and over, and we all react the same way and stop dead in our tracks and mourn the loss of strangers who were victims of a lack of legislation half the country doesn't want, because it's not a gun problem, it's a mental health problem, except it's actually a mental health problem made possible by guns! People with mental health issues that want to kill as many people as possible are gravitating towards the only available weapons that can provide that body count. It's a gun problem. If they were detonating nukes, it would be a nuke problem. But anything below that is factually inefficient for their goals. A knife's potential kill streak cannot hold a Roman fucking candle to an assault rifle. An assault rifle. It's not called a hi, how are you rifle, it's for assaulting. All it takes to stop a knife massacre is for somebody to be slightly stronger than the stabber. We don't need knife control. All it takes to stop a car massacre is the car running over a dozen or so people before it breaks down. That's not a fraction of automatic weapon deaths. We don't need car control. All we need to stop a gun massacre is someone else to have a gun? The gun defenders' argument on how to stop mass shootings is with micro shootings. They want to rely on the dumb luck that would have to take place for there to be a trained carrier that just happened to be at the scene when it started. I know how to stop mass shootings, we just have to leave it to chance. Bravo. Taking away guns won't stop killings. Sure won't, it'll just reduce them by like 95%, as every other country that's done it has aggressively been showing us since forever. But other countries suck. This is America. It appears we've finally arrived at the root of the problem. Lest we forget the core of why I'm saying things, I don't personally have a problem with guns. In fact, I've always wanted to be a proficient pistol marksman. For me, this is about solving a national problem that is really hampering my enjoyment of television right now. That's my stake. If I have to help get rid of guns to save late-night comedy, I'll melt the metal down myself. If you're against all forms of gun control, that's perfectly okay, but before you continue to be that person, do me a quick favor and admit to yourself out loud that other people's lives are less important to you than the gun or guns you own. It's totally acceptable if that's how you feel. I'm a selfish asshole myself. Other people's lives are less important to me than my favorite hoodie. But you cannot masquerade behind this facade of giving a shit about victims while you cradle your rifle in your arms every night before bed, thanking it for the protection it has yet to give you. Guns for protection is the most cowardly reason of all of them. You live in such fear of being ransacked and disemboweled in your sleep that you need a contingency plan? But there's roughly 1 million home invasions a year in the US. Yeah, but you as the homeowner are only even present for 33% of those. So unless you have a motion-activated sniper that can fire a bullet from your place of work all the way through a convenient window of your house, you're not protecting shit. And if you are there, people don't break into houses to indiscriminately murder. That's what hookers and alleyways are for. Worst case scenario is you get knocked around if you're too wimpy to fight back. Also, we have stun guns and knives for this situation. Protect your house with a samurai sword for all I care. I don't even care if you kill him. Killing is not the issue, but you can do that with an object that is designed for solo confrontations. 1 versus 1. Unless you think a giant crowd of people from Las Vegas are all gonna come bust down your door at the same time, you don't need a gun for that. Unless you think 59 people of all ages and ethnicities in Hawaiian shirts and digital camera necklaces are gonna barge into your house and rummage through it like a Black Friday sale, you don't need a gun for that. Unless you're just truly indefensibly garbage at protecting shit. So now add that to the list of things you need to out loud admit to yourself. You care less about other people than the guns you own, And you need those guns because you suck so bad you can't possibly defend yourself any other way. Lovely. So, you guys still here? I don't give two shits about gun control by itself, but I give several dozen shits about preserving the well-being of comedy, so when your politics starts poisoning the water supply of my entertainment, I have to write an angry letter to the government and tell them to do something. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.